There you go. I don't want my phones to be bugged, though.
And so, guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna read my note because my.
That's okay. Wish we had notes.
Yes.
Okay.
Or could speak French. No, I wish.
No, I need a French girlfriend to do that.
Yeah,
It's the only way to learn.
And so, guys, how often in the 20 years since the first one came out did people bother you about making another one?
Well, bothered in a good way.
Yeah.
They kept saying, it still makes me laugh. It still makes me laugh. And then that person that would come up to us wasn't 12 years old. He or she was 40 or 70 or, I mean, they were all ages.
Yeah, but they were, you know, showing their kids. And it's like, you know, you get a lot of older people going, I can't wait to show my kid the first movie or whatever. And it kept reintroducing itself to new generations of people. So it's such a blessing. It's like it never went away, you know?
So, second question.
I like that. Second question.
Second answer.
Third question. I have 65 questions.
Oh, Jesus
good.
God. Shoot me now.
Very original question.
Okay.
At least you have questions, you know? So the junket in America.
Last guy came in here, didn't have a thing to say to us.
In America, the junket, they just hand the questions to the next guy.
Yes.
Here's
They
the
do.
questions.
They do.
Listen, my next question. So, how did you guys get back into the mindset of Harry and Lloyd? Original question.
The clothing helped. The
Oh. There's always once, always once.
The clothing helped. The haircuts helped. His tooth
As
helped.
soon as the tooth comes out, I lose IQ points.
You just
Yeah.
drop to that.
It was like old shoes. It really was so comfortable, you know, and Jeff commits like no other actor in the world. He's completely without ego. He just goes. He won an Emmy like 2 days before, and he came and immediately we pulled his pants down and showed his butt crack, and that was it. It was on.
Couldn't have been happier.
And for you, what was the funniest scene you shot together?
I like the grandmother scene was pretty amazing.
That grandmother scene
That was pretty shocking.
We knew that one as we were shooting it. We said this is going to outlive us.
Yeah, the dust was my idea, by the way.
Yes, it was good dust.
Take credit for that.
It's an amazing scene. Can I draw a figure?
Yeah.
And just between you and me, guys, do you prefer Bobby or Peter Farrelly?
Prefer Bobby or Peter Farrelly?
I don't know. They'll have to fight to the death.
Yes, yes. Neither one sounds very appetizing if I'm understanding the question. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, those guys just, they're so sweet. They're so incredible. They really are like, they're the kind of guys that if they're in the room, if they're around, there's no boredom. There's not a moment of boredom. They're just, they make the room light up, you know?
And did it change in 20 years, you think?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. There's just a little bit of,
Yeah, a little bit more.
a bit of cushion there now. But no, they're the same guys.
And so why do you think the film is considered as a cult classic? You understand my question?
My take on it is that these guys, you know, the purity of these guys, their pre-egoic innocence. There's no arrogance. There's no acting. It's just they're like children, you know, going, "That's my toy." And I think we become proper growing up, and we try to be mannered and all the things that make us inauthentic. And these guys are as authentic as they come.
And why make another one, a number 2? Just for money?
Oh yeah.
Just for money? Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's the fans. The fans wanted it, and you know, I think it's a classic because it's hard to make people laugh once. Just funny is hard, but then like Dumb and Dumber makes them laugh over and over and over again at the same joke. So there's a timelessness to that, and that's
a lot of comedies you go to, and there's 1 or 2 laughs in the whole movie where you go like, ah, ha, ha, you know, and it's, you know, these movies are just flat out nuts, and we're not after that. We want to make people urinate.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And sorry, I'm lost in my question.
I could have said wet themselves.
He could have,
That might have
but
been
then
nicer.
not as funny.
No,
Not as funny.
yeah, urinate is a hilarious, hilarious word.
So sorry. And so comedy changed over the time.
Whiz
You
is
make-
always good too. Whiz.
Whiz is funny.
Whiz is funny.
Whiz is funny. Okay. And did you make any kind of concession to update the tone?
Concession to the what?
Concessions to update the tone.
Oh, concessions to update the tone.
Yes,
Um,
concessions to update.
Yeah, you know, it really was. It was about doing it as well as the first time out. That was important. Not to kill everybody's teddy bear. We wanted to make sure it was as good. But these characters haven't grown. There's no arc to the character. They're exactly where we left them.
We guessed a lot on the first one, whether the writing would work, whether the chemistry would work, whether the characters would work, whether the jokes would work. And we know more now, certainly 20 years later, and certainly going around the second time. We're still guessing, but we're guessing with more information. And that's made it more interesting and more fun for me the second time around.
He touched me, so I think it's the end of it.
He likes you.
I'm sorry.